Well, we've made it, folks. Thanks for hanging around. This is the final round of the 5th annual Kinston Open, brought to you by Crom Transmission and Automotive Specialist. We got to give a huge thank you, of course, also to Innova for being one of the premier sponsors for this event. And of course, shout out to Greatest Media Team for filming this. John Holloway, what did you think about the front nine? Thanks for being here.
I was actually surprised at the high scores from our lead card in the front nine. They had some trouble getting to those greens. They had some trouble making some putts. Overall, Anthony is able to keep his lead by 3 strokes. I'm not surprised by that. But I'm really excited for the back nine because we have a chase card in Jamie Keep and Steve Futrell. They're both really creeping up, knocking out some of these guys on the lead card in Blake Pole, and they're coming after the leader. So it's going to be a fun back nine.
That is the theme here with the final nine. Definitely coming to attack the leader, or at least trying to catch up to the leader spot in that leaderboard. Here we go, hole 10. We have Whit Stephenson pulling out a massive hyzer and getting out exactly where you want to be in the right position. This is another hole very similar to hole 4, where it's going to be all about the positioning, and you really just have to get out far to get a good second look here, with sand traps as playing as a hazard.
Well, let me guess. It's got to be another 700-foot hole if we're still playing here in Kinston. And
7:30, John. 7:30.
They do not disappoint here at Kinston. Blake using his forehand, not seeing his forehand all day. Well, we saw it a couple times, but he's definitely elects his backhand when he has it. But he went with that.
I'm actually shocked that he went with forehand. I think I said it out loud. You might even hear it. Because he was throwing the backhand so well. But maybe he's not that confident after taking that 8. Who knows, Steve, John?
It's going to sit on the back of your mind for the rest of your round, a triple bogey. Especially a triple bogey on a 5, because on a 5 you expect yourself to birdie it. Just in the back of your head, you're always thinking, I'm going to birdie this 5. So he really lost 4 strokes in his mind. And Nathan got right out the middle, though.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say, you have to stay to your routine like Nathan does. And he's 3 down through that front 9. A little slow compared to his 11 down round 2. But I think he likes the back 9. Something tells me he's going to enjoy this. What a shot by Whit here. Look at this.
Whit.
Leaving a little short, though. So he must have been over 400 feet from that distance.
This course, this hole is just so long. I'd rather be hitting a golf club.
You have the arm, John. I've seen your arm. It's all about being in the right spot on your first shot. Like Nathan is in a perfect spot. And, of course, he had another 370 pull, which is his comfort zone. And it's easy peasy within the circle.
Blake probably throwing a zone.
That was a great shot by Blake there.
Tucking up there.
Looking to bounce back. All of the card is throwing it very well on this hole. Not finding any danger at all either. Here's Anthony's approach. Almost dials it right in.
Wow.
I think he's in bullseye.
You don't want to find danger on wide open holes. That's when you know you're having a bad day.
See if Whit can make another banger for the channel here. Speaking of channels, make sure to give them a follow. He's the brains behind Rip Disc Golf, one of the trendiest and probably the fastest growing disc golf channels in the world right now. What a putt, almost.
Just coming up short. That would have been nice. That would have been his 3rd outside circle 1 putt in this round.
Good birdie by Blake there, getting back on the board after that incident on hole 6. Can we get another birdie, which would make it 3? We haven't seen a star frame yet, right?
No, we have not seen a star frame wet, and don't think we're going to see a star frame here with Whit being the only one getting the par here on hole 10.
Yeah, I forgot about they missed this putt, yep. Well, that'll be a treat when we get that star frame, won't it?
It will be a treat. I'm excited for it. Hopefully we get it in this round.
Yeah, right? I mean, it's a golf course. It's a beautiful course, but it has obviously some danger everywhere. And speaking of this course and this tournament, the signups are happening right now. Make sure to check it out on Disc Golf Scene. The tournament will be July 17th through the 19th. We hope you can join us. Scorpion Disc Golf throws on a great event, and I think you guys should all get out there and ride some golf carts and have some fun. It's a North Carolina golf course.
Yeah, and it's an A tier this year you were mentioning, so all the more reason to be out there, guys. Bigger payouts, bigger sponsors.
Hole 11 is one of my favorite holes. It's a beautiful hole. Looks like a misrelease for Anthony, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Going with the forehand, landing in the sand trap. Wow.
Crashing in that sand. Yeah, this is a 411-foot par 3. This is something that the guys all think they have in their bag, so they expect themselves to be under this basket.
You can push it, but it brings in trouble. I mean, Blake's going over water the whole time here.
Going over water the whole time and bringing in those sand traps on the left-hand side. They're there for a reason. Absolutely.
What would you do? I mean, I hyzer out short and just lay up to take my par, very easy par, but all these pros, they're going to go for it, I think.
I'm not going for a 411-foot carry, but so I'm going to try to hyzer out like you and probably give myself a 60-foot look.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Nathan, that looked like a nice pull by Nathan, though. He might have been even long. Here's Rip Disc Golf.
Rip needs to get that back over. Oh, he does. He makes it all the way across.
Wow.
He doesn't even need to get it back over. He just needs to get it across, which he does cleanly. Anthony from the hazard.
A sigh of relief for Whit there. Get up there, he says, Anthony. You don't want it to roll on the backside, though. There's so many rolling greens on this course. It's amazing. Come on, Nathan. Yes!
Oh, Nathan from the hazard is able to get his par. Fantastic.
Needed that after 2 pars in a row.
Look at this replay.
I think there was like a little bit of a backboard on this.
You know, he's really good at keeping that head still throughout his putt. His body is giving the power. His head stays focused. You keep that head still. Stay focused on your target and release. And that's what he did.
First birdie since hole 5. Absolutely needed that. Almost 6 holes without a birdie. Here's Blake's second shot. He got over the hazard. See if he can get a birdie as well. Taking his time.
Just misses his birdie opportunity. I think Nathan was putting for a par there because he was putting from the hazard. But he did make the par putt.
You're absolutely right. I didn't realize he was in the hazard.
Well, that's this course, you know. The risk comes in when you want to run that green. And you were right. He went through the green. It just ended up in that hazard.
Whit, good birdie there.
Only one to birdie there. Anthony needs to sink this to get a bogey because he was throwing from the hazard as well.
This hole averaged 3.18. Was one of the most difficult holes of the day. Actually, the most difficult. So, a lot of cool action on that hole, but a lot of challenges, as you saw.
Yeah, it's that hazard, right, Raivis? It's they all have the 411 feet in their bag. They just don't have that precision that's required not to tempt those hazards.
Mm-hmm. Well, this one's a little tricky just because of the design and angle. You have a reverse U-shaped. Most of the U-shaped holes that I've dealt with are like a hyzer off the tee, never a forehand off the tee. You can see here, you've got to swing way wide And Whit actually is going to be crashing in early, does not make the corner, so he's going to have a lot of work to do on this 590-foot par 4.
Yeah, that Mando really creates the shape of the hole, making you have to try to get your first shot to the tip of that U so you can at least try to come back on your second shot without a third shot requiring you for placement.
And the cart path is not out of bounds on this one, obviously, because you're throwing off it, and it would be very odd if you were having to force to make it into that right side. That would make it extremely difficult.
I'm glad they opted to keep the cart path in bounds.
Yep. So that's Anthony's approach. He made a miraculous shot there on round 1, we remember, and getting down there for round 3 here, too.
Another miraculous shot, it looks like. Oh, Whit.
Oh,
his
Whit
roller just clipped the tree.
Yeah. After getting 3 birdies out of the last 5 holes, that's not what you want to see.
Nathan pushed far enough up that he was able to have a straighter approach. Oh, here's Whit.
And Nathan said he got that all 3 days, that gap hit that you just saw.
Well, you have to get as far as Nathan just got to be able to take that gap hit, so.
Extremely fortunate find for Blake here. That thing was buried. We had 20 eyes looking for this thing.
Well, he better find it. It was a good shot. He was in a wonderful position.
Yeah, that's what was perplexing. This is his birdie, Anthony.
Okay. Running it all day. That height, going over that tree, you can't see it clearly here, but that's all OB water on the left-hand side of that basket. Oh,
yeah. It gets in your head fast because that's
very
all you
fast.
See. I laid up a few times, I think, from what I remember.
Yeah, Blake didn't just jam it in there because he knew the water was behind it.
Mm-hmm. Little view of Jamie Keep with Steve Fitzgerald.
Keeping it real.
Pretty good still. Yeah, keeping it real. That's our guy. And keeping it real, how about Nathan Queen? Back-to-back birdies. And also, after saying he hit that gap 3 days in a row, he got rewarded with the birdie. Well done there.
There you go, Nathan.
Par putt for Whit. Totally fine. Excuse me, bogey. Oh, yeah, because he got that trouble early. Oh. Moving on to hole 13, 360 feet. Very straightforward hole, John. What do you think of this one?
I think this looks awesome. Once again, you bring a green and a hazard into play, so the green is protected here. Your risk you'll receive a reward, but you can easily end up in those hazard areas on the green or in the sand trap. Nathan's going to be going directly over both the hazards and attacking that green, and then settling up nice. He's going to have a very nice putt. Nice looking putt.
I liked it a lot. That was a very good shot. He kept that tree out of the way. I've actually seen people, righties, hyzer around, misrelease for Blake. Oh, unfortunate there. I've seen hyzers around that right side. You see that backside with those trees? People have taken that side as well. Anthony going with the forehand up the middle. Let's see what he does here.
Look at this. Haven't had a nice follow cam all day. That was a nice angle. Anthony's not happy with that shot.
No, he's not.
And
he's pretty
Whit.
frustrated. I mean, he's kind of slowing down. We've been saying that a little bit. He bogeyed 11, just parred 12.
Well, we know that chase card is not slowing down, so Anthony's got to step on the gas.
Yeah, Jamie is 8 down through 13 at this moment.
That was a really nice replay from Whit from our catch cam. Settling right under the basket.
Shout out to Bobcat.
All right, Bobcat Buckley. If you're ever in the Charlotte area, if you want a quick lesson, Bobcat is always available.
Yeah, just settling for par, both Blake and Anthony. That's very frustrating on a 360-foot hole because they both have the power to get there. Is that a bogey for
It looks
Blake?
like Blake did come up short.
Oh, my.
Or just past the basket. Whit jamming it in there, getting his birdie.
Well done by Whit, showing the power that he has to throw over that water on hole 11 and now over the sand traps on hole 13. Pretty cool stuff.
No problem for Nathan. Birdie as well. Yeah, Blake and Anthony are going to be upset. Blake especially. You don't want to give strokes away on holes that on your card you're marking down as things that you should take down.
It had some distance, and there was some trouble. I say straightforward because, I mean, it's right there, right? You shouldn't even be thinking about the OB, but on paper, when you look at the caddy book, there is danger all around this hole.
Absolutely, but in your head, you know the holes that you want to attack. I just imagine most of the guys on this entire event were thinking hole 13 is one that they can get.
And here we have hole 14, which is a very short hole, very similar to actually hole 7, 267 feet. There is out of bounds on the left and right. You're just going to have to stay down the middle. Dealer's choice in terms of a putter or mid-range. Most players are probably going to take a mid-range. The only danger that can happen is just missing the Mandos and then dealing with some headwind where you can flip the disc too much. A lot of putts just kind of land where the two trees are, and then we see about 25 footers.
It just dropped. It really did. It was coming in nicely, I thought. Nathan, is this from the drop zone?
No, this is the same angle, or excuse me, same shot.
Okay. It's just a replay. We get to see it from the front. Yeah, you see it just fall out of the air there and land, in C2. Probably a good 40, 50, way further from the basket than he thought he would be. Oh, he's going to come up. Oh, at least he's not missing the Mando. He just still going to have a shot after that. Anthony lining up his drive. No problem with the Mando. Has to get past this front tree. The Guardian does not. Blake lining up his forehand. They are dying, and I think Blake learned the lesson. He kept it way higher in the air. It's going to settle right behind the basket. He'll have a beautiful look for birdie.
Yeah.
Great shot, Blake.
Circle one. Let's see that forehand again from this angle.
Look at that shape.
Yeah.
Really nice S.
Crafty.
Blake is, I kept thinking he's a backhand player, and he proves me wrong. He has some really nice shape to those forehands.
Very versatile player, though. I mean, you can see that he has 500 in that backhand, too. So, and that's what it takes. He's 10. I think he's like 10-10 rated. So, I mean, he's not a slouch out there.
That arm is going to definitely keep him over 1,000 rating. He anybody that can crush 500 feet, if you have the slightest bit of accuracy, you can play with the big boys.
All right, let's see if Nathan, depends how he's feeling, can get another birdie here.
Oh,
just short. I like his routine, Nathan's routine. He really gives it a nice pace.
Anthony with a wide stretch.
Yeah, talk about yoga. I like it. Oh, my.
Wow, I did not expect that either.
What is going on?
Anthony and Nathan both coming up short.
267 feet. We've seen them all par hole 7, basically, too, other than Whit.
Oh, Blake keeping it a little bit too high on the hyzer, hitting those chains, falling out.
All right, Whit, please. Oh, man,
There
that's
you go.
his third shot, though. So they all
It is.
parred this short hole.
Yeah, none of them are going to be too excited about marking 3 on that card. Moving on, hole 15. Hole 15 is another short hole for this course, 327 feet, par 3. Tell me about this hole a little bit more.
Sure, it's a really good hole. You have options off the tee. You can take a huge flick on the left side or a huge right-hand hyzer and get a skip onto the green. The big mistake that most folks are going to make is just going past the basket and going out of bounds because the cart path is in play with out of bounds. And you can see we have a catch cam angle of Nathan Queen. He's lining up to take left-hand hyzer, which is going to play really well to his power. It plays about 350 with the hyzer.
Oh, using the cart path to his advantage, skipping in bounds. He's going to have a nice birdie look.
I do like this hole. I think it's one of the more fair holes, and it's on the shorter side. It's not that 400, range, and it gives the ability for anybody to birdie it.
I love the look of this hole. I actually wish they had 1 or 2 more holes that kind of played like this. They have enough land and tree shape to make holes like this.
Totally agree. It averaged 2.51, so definitely on the easy side. But hole 14, the previous hole, was 2.55, so we saw how much trouble the lead card had with that.
Yeah, the lead card, like I said, was not excited about marking 3s.
No.
On the previous. Anthony is going to hit that Guardian coming in on the right side, which is why that Guardian's there. It was good placement for that basket.
I like Blake's forehand choice here. I mean, obviously he's been throwing this thing so well the last 3 or 4 holes.
Yeah, he really switched his game up midway. Backhand to forehand. Oh, he's going to hit early as well. But he still has a look. He's going to give himself a 40-foot look. Anthony lining up his outside circle 1 putt. Oh,
Wow.
hanging it up there.
So at this, this is weird. I mean, Anthony's only 3 down, John.
Well, the problem with his putt there was he was afraid of the OB, and that's why he kind of hung up a hyzer look, knowing that he would settle safely. Wasn't really willing to run it. Yeah, he got unlucky, but wasn't really willing to give it that chance. And any he wants to protect.
Agreed.
Playing protect at this time in the stage in the game, though, can be tough.
Yep.
Dangerous.
Whit, great birdie there.
Very nice.
Very up and down round for Whit.
Oh.
Taking a par and bogey, par, birdie. But he's settling in. He's,
He is.
looking good for the final stretch here.
You're so right, though. Few pars for Whit.
Nathan Queen getting the birdie. Well done. He is 9 down through 15 holes. Anthony taking his par, taking it slowly. Probably frustrated. He has not gotten a birdie since hole 10.
Yeah, Anthony's going to have to turn it on if he still wants to expect to take this tournament down.
Hole 16, beautiful hole. Got to get it out of the chute and land on the fairway where the drone is right about now. There is that little bit of danger with the hazard and the sand pits on the left and right. Usually it does not come into play, and then it's just the air and out shot. Another very long hole, 700 feet. But for these pros, if you're out far enough, it's only about 340 to that pin. And there is a sand trap on the right-hand side, but if you're coming on a hyzer, it usually does not come into play.
Nathan looks like he came out of that angle and was able to avoid the trap on the left.
Tough lefty line, I'll be honest.
It is a tough lefty line. Well, I imagine Anthony's going to use his forehand, but we'll see.
Whit kind of leaving it a little high and inside, so he's going to be taking the unfortunate mistake of having to take it way back. Hopefully he can save a par.
Anthony knows just to push it out as far as he can to give him that angle. So like you said, he takes that greenside bunker out of play when he's approaching the green.
And here we go. Powerful smash for Blake.
Oh, Blake pulled it. He really pulled it, but he avoided the tree, luckily, and it's going to be out there as far as can be. If we were playing in one of Bobcat's tournaments, he would have had a distance contest here, and I think Blake would have taken it down.
It would have been close between him and probably Jamie. I agree.
You're right. Don't want to leave you hanging out there, Jamie. Thinking of you. Whit doesn't know if he's going to be in that greenside bunker. He's questioning it right now. Nathan lining up his second shot. Nathan lining up a left-hand backhand, so that could bring in a short shot.
That's definitely his wraith, too.
Now he's going to
like
avoid that bunker, it looks like. No problem.
Oh. I think he did. Wow. I can't believe that almost went in. Imagine that from a 700-foot eagle.
That would be one that you'd remember forever.
Anthony swinging it really wide.
Oh, he did get over that.
It.
He did. I saw action on the left side of that bunker, so he is not in the trap. Blake turned into a forehand player for the back nine. I am shocked. I would have after the front nine I would have said he's a right-hand backhand player. Now he's all forehand. Whit almost laying it up, it looked like. There must be a lot of OB behind that basket. Oh, Blake. I'm unhappy for you, buddy. You don't want to be missing those shots. You got to make those 25-footers, guys, if you ever want to play MPO. You will not take down MPOs if you're not making your 25-footers. Philo, he always says you got to have a stock 25-footer if you're going to play MPO, especially in 8 tiers and above. Oh,
it's
Whit.
like a free throw. You have to have a free throw, right?
I think Whit must have gotten nervous at what I was saying. It is like a free throw, but you're a basketball player. That's not fair. You came up playing basketball. Not everybody has that, but you're absolutely right. It's like a free throw. If you're a baseball player, it's like a bunt. You know how to square up. It really is. There's certain things in every sport that you should consistently do well every time, and putting 25 and in MPO disc golf is one of those things.
And Anthony's got one of the best putts in the game, in my opinion. I love watching him putt. I know some people will say he's not a true lefty because he putts righty, but it works for him, and we love watching him on the channel.
And I wonder if throughout his career, as the decades go on, will he continue just to always putt right? Because that's the one thing that changes the most in your game throughout your career is your putt. And it looks like he has options. He's probably thrown left. He's probably thrown right. Right now, he's very happy with that right-handed putt. Hole 17. Well, you can't leave this course without having another 911-foot hole. Par 5, well-protected green. Both the green and the hazards will give you penalty strokes. So distance, then accuracy. Look at Jamie Keep on the chase card, throwing on this hole right now, attacking that green. A little too much height, but he's going to stay safe, not finding the out of bounds, but he was not happy picking up his rosin bag.
And here's Steve Footrell. Look at the power on this guy.
Wow, he can just swing over everything, can he? Yeah, he missed. He avoided the green. He avoided the bunkers. He just threw over everything.
Intense.
Now, Nathan. That was intense. That must have been hole 18. I'm sorry, guys.
No, that was hole 17. You're right. Or catch cam guy just kind of followed them a little bit because Jamie is catching up. He is shooting very well at this moment.
And that was approaching the green. Okay, great. Yeah. Anthony going to find that cart path. Is the cart path OB here?
So the way that they designed this hole was that they added OB flags, and the cart path was not out of bounds where he landed. So they got pretty lucky there. You can see a flag maybe up there a little bit. Yep.
Both Whit and Blake are electing on that big toner over backhand shot.
Wow, that was 500.
Whit has the distance too. Look at that. Here we go, Anthony.
So he was safe in bounds from this shot. This is his second shot for Anthony.
Yeah, just staying that far right forced him to stay low. I don't know if he made it to that bunker.
He didn't.
Oh.
He's safe. That bunker's an illusion because
It's way
like a
further than it
valley.
looks. Okay. Well, that's a good thing for Anthony because he can still attack and try to get his birdie, having birdied the last hole as well.
Yeah, Blake's got a weird angle from the right here. He's going to have to do what Anthony
Yeah, you
basically
got to
did.
keep it low, you know. It's a 900-foot hole, and you still have to keep low on your second shot. That's tough. We'll see if he's able to find a good line on his way in. Nathan electing to swing out, avoiding all that stuff in front of him, and he's going to have an upshot.
This is Whit's third shot.
Oh, he's not happy with his release.
Oh, I think it
He
went
really
deep. It
ripped
was
it.
Deep OB.
Yeah, it just kept going. It looks like it was towards that white stake, which is the OB mark. Anthony going to go over the OB. Going to go over the hazard, it looks like. Yeah, electing to go over the hazard. Have it fall.
Can't tell how uphill this is, but it's
I can
extremely
tell.
uphill.
I mean, you can tell just because the bunker is above them right now, not level with them. It's crazy. They're definitely looking straight up.
This was one of the easiest holes of the day, actually. 4.37. Here's Blake's third shot.
So left of the, is he
I
OB
don't
as
know.
well?
He thinks he is. I don't know if he did or not. Looks like, yeah, he's safe. He's safe. He's going to be putting for his 4 up there for his birdie. And here we go, Nathan for his birdie on hole 17. He fought to get up all the way up there. He had a great drive. Let's see how he does here. Bang! What
All
a
day.
putt! That was the best putt of the day.
Oh, walking in his 50-footer over a mound. It was a fantastic putt.
For me, it was the fist pump at the end, I think. He knew it. Look at that.
Keeping it flat the entire time.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I like the little breath he took before he stepped into his putt. You know, he's good at zoning in, and keeping all the distractions outside, and just doing what he needs to do.
That was an extremely pivotal birdie for him, going 10 down at that moment.
Oh, keeping it low and not able to cash. He was lucky to be in bounds there. And so was Whit. They both managed to stay in bounds, it looks like.
Yep. And this is Whit's birdie look. Let's see if he can nail one in after taking a bogey on 16. Great putt. He's a good putter.
All right, Whit.
He's a
He
really
is a good putter. He keeps it level. He never stays outside the chains. It's always on the pole. It's a great putt. Wouldn't you love to have that house right there, Rye? Be able to step onto this course, hole 18, and start your day on hole 18, finish on 17, and
I would.
walk right off.
I really would. And it's funny you say that because I was talking to one of my card mates while I played this tournament, and they're like, yeah, that's actually one of my friends that bought that house. It's just so they could watch this tournament every year, right? Right? Get front view coverage.
Get out of here.
No, they
That's
literally bought that house, yeah. So
to watch this coverage. They wanted to have the front row seat for GMT's coverage. I love it.
it's just cool. It's a small world out there, and we're finishing on hole 18. This is an awesome hole. I actually made a post on Instagram about this hole and how special it is because I think it's just really well designed. And here's why. It really requires 2 good shots. Where the drone is flying over right now is actually out of bounds. You could have a misrelease and, have a very bad kick out of bounds. But as long as you land in the middle, right where the drone is here, you're going to have a second look to the basket, which requires another 340-foot shot. And it has to be perfect. It has to be perfect through these trees. You can take a wide hyzer on the left or the right, dealer's choice. And then you have out of bounds near the green, which is kind of on a ledge. So it's not an elevated basket, but it's tricky enough to kind of get into your head very fast. I love this hole.
I can see why you love this hole. Here's Jamie Keep teeing off on 18. He's on the chase card. He has actually creeped his way. If he can stay where he is, he's going to be tied for first. That was Steve Frutrell. Also, both playing better than -10 right now coming into 18. Both have a chance to be tied for first.
And Hartford Thompson was actually killing it for most of the round and makes this big mistake here. Wow.
That's exactly what you described, though. You can easily pull it and go in early, and you don't want to go out of bounds that early on 18.
This is the putt that allowed Jamie to get the pressure on Anthony.
Look at Jamie.
Now that is for the lead.
Finishing.
That is currently for the lead.
Finishing. And he's now -11 on the day. Steve.
Also for the lead.
That's at the hot round of the day, -12, Steve Frutrell.
So you have Anthony. Talk about pressure. He's at -30. The mark now is -31.
And now Nathan Queen teeing off 18. Looks like he's throwing exactly where you described. That drone was directly over where you said they need to throw it. He's landing in the center of that fairway.
And look at that gallery. So cool to watch.
It really is. It's the golf cart parade. I love it. The golf cart masquerade, if you will.
And here's Anthony's tee shot on hole 18. Perfect. Dialed.
You must have written instructions for this hole because they're all landing where you said you need to land if you want to attack that green.
Well, I'll tell you what. When you're in the middle, it allows you to give you that choice. Which way do I want to go? It's the most open to the left and right in terms of angles.
Oh, I thought that was going to hyzer to the left. He is now bringing that bunker. He's safe. He did not land in the bunker, so he's going to be able to attack as well.
Yeah, Whit got
not
a little
quite as in the middle
there.
though.
Yeah, I
yeah.
think,
You don't want to give yourself a stroke like that coming into the 18th.
I think playing the piano keys there helped him. Did you see that?
I did see the piano keys. Does he play?
He's like Fishman out there. It's pretty cool. Now here we go. Blake,
right,
huge drive. Now he opted to go the left side. Do you know why?
He wants to be on the left side coming in. Tell me why.
Because he wants
There's Giancarlo.
Yeah, he wants to finish with the forehand for you, John.
Oh, hilarious! Of course, he's setting up that forehand. He saved until the back nine.
Yep.
Whit,
very far away.
Did Whit just throw a forehand as well?
He did, and he got very fortunate that he got over that brim and then onto the green, but left himself short.
You're right, Blake Poland. You know, Blake had a really wonderful round. If he didn't have that 8, he'd be looking at something he'd be really proud of today. Anthony.
This is so critical, John.
Yeah, Anthony has to birdie this. Otherwise, he's fallen out of the lead.
Gets up there, gets the
Asking
green
it
flag.
For move over. He's got the green flag. It moved over left that he wanted.
I'm not sure if he likes it or not, though.
No, well, he's in it right now. He's knows focused, he's got to make a putt no matter what, right?
Checking scores. His dad's telling him what's going on.
Yeah.
Here's
I don't know if I could have my father in a cart with me when I'm coming down the 18th
not?
Tied for first.
I like
I'm
that.
I'm just kidding.
That's comfortable to me, I think. I don't know. And speaking of fathers, actually, Jamie's father was out there, too.
It's more me. My dad, it doesn't matter what he says sometimes. It's
great putt.
Oh, Nathan. Sinking it. It's just father, son. Fathers can say anything sometime that can just...
It's one word. It could be
exactly.
one word. I agree. Yeah.
Why'd you say that?
Yeah.
All right, Nathan. Let's see this replay.
That was a big hit for him. Doesn't get quite to 31, but that is for 30. That is a great round for him. -10. All right, can Anthony push through this final putt to force a playoff? We haven't had too many playoffs on GMT this year.
This is a must-make.
Talk about pressure. Boom.
Oh, wow. Look at Raivis in the background, filming him. That was a wonderful putt, Anthony. Wonderful
I was
putt.
super happy for him.
So that's a three-way tie we're going to have going into this playoff, it looks like.
Absolutely. And Whit with a spectacular
Whit.
putt to finish.
These guys turned on their putting.
They like galleries.
For 18.
I'm convinced they like a gallery.
Well, you were looking for that star frame, weren't you?
I was. Look at that.
And
we finally
there it
got
is.
it. Yes.
Blake putting in the fourth birdie of hole 18. It only took 18 holes, but these guys turned in a star frame. Giancarlo smiling, knowing his son is about to go into that playoff. Anthony
exciting.
probably would have liked to just take down this tournament with what his lead was going in, but he's happy to have a chance to still take it down with the playoff.
And there's Jamie Keefe. He's ready. There's Steve Futrell.
Yeah.
There's Anthony. Here's the rules.
And then you would rotate the box, basically on who's going to go next in a three.
This is a shout out to Pittman. This is the Scorpion tournament director. Did a great job out there. Kept us informed. Made sure that we had fun. I just really love this event, John. I really hope you can make it out here. And anybody that's watching this coverage.
It's going to be a fun day. Going to be a fun weekend.
And you have a really awesome hole 18. If you're ever going to play off, this is the hole that you want to be on.
So is this a sudden death on 18? Do they keep going back?
It is.
Okay.
Yep. So we have Anthony up first.
Anthony.
Great spot. Pretty much exactly where he was right before.
Throwing it into the middle. James going to try to reach the hole.
I don't know about
I'm
that,
just-
but he's going to
just-
lay up. If he
I'm
could,
just
he
kidding.
would. You know what? I bet he would.
I'm just kidding.
693 feet. I don't know if he has that in him.
I'm
but he
disappointed in you,
has
Jamie. I can't believe you laid up.
380 in him. Steve Futrell taking it a little more right than the other players. Takes that sand trap into play. Oof.
Look at that. He is giving himself as much distance as he can before he gets to that green. And look at that.
That was risky.
It is risky,
that was
but
very risky.
might be worth the reward.
There's a safer way to play it, I think. But here we go, Jamie.
And that's why
Looks good.
Raivis is not
Looks
in the
great.
playoff. Jamie.
I would have to battle Schwebe. He's no easy competitor.
No, I've battled Shrebby before.
All right, Anthony's second shot looks just as good as Jamie's. Right on the green.
Shrebby can do anything with a disc. Very good shot for Anthony.
All right, Steve's walking up to his lie.
Now let's see if this distance, getting a good 25 to 40 feet further than everybody, let's see if that was worth it. Can he tuck it in close?
He's got to have a good touch shot for this angle.
Oh, looks like he went a little wide. I think he got caught up. He is disappointed.
I
He's
think
OB.
He's safe, though. Yeah,
Yes,
no,
he's on the
safe.
line.
He's safe. Yep. That line I don't think was for the
Okay.
tournament. But
I guess they do play the
Yeah, he's
traditional golf here as well.
all right, here we go. Jamie's birdie putt on 18. This will too. So at this point, Steve's done because it's sudden death.
Well, if Jamie
Jamie's
makes
in,
it.
though.
Yeah, there you go. Now he's done.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, excuse me.
This is a must make, or Jamie wins.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, no.
Oh,
He knew it
Little
immediately.
flat on the last putt.
And that was
And look at
Jamie
this.
Keep. taking down an A-tier.
Jamie wins his first A-tier
He
ever.
doesn't like winning it like that. Jamie is a competitive guy.
No.
But he's stoked.
And that's his dad there.
The smile's creeping in.
That's a good point. Yeah. That's a tough way to win. You're right. And nobody wants to win like that because obviously you want to see Anthony compete to his highest level against you. But that is a really good win for Jamie to come back and shoot a -11. And the sportsmanship is still there. Does he still have to putt? We don't know. Probably not because it's over.
No, Jamie made the putt. Sudden death. It's over. Hole is closed.
Yeah.
Look at that. Way to go, Jamie Keep, coming down. 11 under, got him into the playoff, and then making the birdie wins him the playoff. You never know what can happen from the chase card. And only in the last couple of years have these chase card finishes really paid off. It's really exciting to see. Anything can happen in disc golf, guys. Way to go, Jamie Keep, taking down a real deal course. Look at that. He still can't believe it. Well, you are a winner.
I mean, I still can't believe it. It was a wild finish there. And he averaged 1030 to win this tournament. That is amazing average for him. And here we go. Let's hear what he has to say.
I just want to thank y'all for coming out. It was fun to see us hit one of the golf carts. Looked like a member guest was going on. Freaking good time. Tournament was great. Cold beers in there, plenty of food, plenty of water. It's a 9-hour drive for me, and I'm so glad I came. My dad happened to come. First time in a long time, so it means a lot to me. I want to thank my sponsors, EV7 Disc Golf Putters and Bogey-Free Bags. Thank you guys so much.
Amazing.
Jamie Keep.
Great win for Jamie. This is how I was introduced to Jamie after this round and after this tournament. And we're so happy we did because he's a really good guy. And Anthony Anselmo's a really good guy, too. I love all of these guys. Nathan's been on our skins matches. I got to know Blake. I personally had a great time at this tournament. I can't wait to be back this year. Make sure to sign up. Happening July 17th through the 19th. John, what are your final thoughts here?
I was just really excited to be here today with you, Raivis. Thank you for letting me enjoy this coverage. These guys are just so much fun to watch. But I can't explain enough how video does not really do these guys justice. Come out in person, watch some of these guys throw in person. When you see Jamie Keep throw a 500-foot drive, it'll change your entire perspective on this game. It's such a fun thing to do, and you will see these guys doing it here at the Kinston Open in 2026. I do want to be out there. It's 5 days before my birthday, this tournament, so I think I'm going to make it. Thanks for having me, Raivis.
My pleasure. You're a great host to have as well, and I'm just so happy for our guy, Jamie Keep. And keep everyone watching. We hope you guys enjoyed this coverage. Stay tuned. We have a lot more exciting stuff coming out soon.
Thanks, Raivis. Peace out.